My name's Tracy.
And I'm Hayley.
And hello to everyone watching on Facebook and YouTube and the Cooks Collective live stream. So if you're watching us live, let us know that you're there. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, comment, and please ask questions as we go along because we can answer them for you.
Yes.
So, Hales, what are we doing this week? We're going to be starting with chopping up some sweet potato, aren't we?
Today we're cooking a Nourish bowl, but as Mum's saying, before anything else, I just wanted to show you guys how I cut them to sort of this size, because I don't know, some people I know that don't really know how to effectively cut vegetables. I like to cut it down the middle and then to get the sort of 2 centimeter-ish cubey, sort of triangle-y looking things. That's
and then
how I
they're
do
all
that.
the same shape, aren't they?
Yeah, and then they
Cubey,
cook
triangle-y
evenly.
ones.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice.
So we're going to roast those, aren't we?
Yeah. Just putting some oil, salt and pepper and paprika.
This is your favourite way of cooking these, isn't it?
Yeah,
Sweet
I
potato.
cook sweet potato a lot.
She comes
For
home
anyone
from
who knows
uni and
me.
goes, I'm a bit hungry. I'm going to roast some
And
sweet
sweet
potato.
sweet potato. And I used to think that it took forever, but 20
It's
minutes
actually-
actually goes quite quickly when you're doing other things around the house or
What, like cleaning?
like washing. I do
Washing?
washing at
What?
home. Sometimes.
We must live in a different... So smoked paprika, absolutely
Yes.
gorgeous flavouring for the sweet potato as well, and you need a decent amount of salt to balance out that sweetness. So I'm going to pop those in the oven. In
My
the oven
trusty
we've
assistant.
already got some beetroot, haven't we, that
Beetroot.
we're roasting.
Yep.
Because we're going to show you how to make hummus into beetroot hummus
Very
today.
pretty.
So explain about the Nourish bowl while I pop
Well,
this in the oven.
for those who don't know me, my name's Hayley and I'm currently studying nutrition at Curtin University. So I do have a general idea of nutrition, but if you are seeking anything specific to you, please go and see a professional such as a dietitian or a nutritionist, because it's very important that you get the right information for you. But yeah.
So nutrition bowl, no, Nourish bowl.
Nourish bowl.
Nutrition
That's a
to
nutrition
be.
bowl, really. So the sort of concept behind I'm saying nutrition bowls
I
now,
know,
Nourish
sorry.
bowls, is that you've got your main macronutrients, so protein, carbs, and fats. So that's why this
Sorry,
one
attention seeking.
is so awesome, because you can switch things in and out for yourself if you want to create that balanced dish. So we've got an option here with meat. So our protein here is chicken and a bit in the hummus, but say if you're a vegetarian, then you can swap that out and use egg instead, or tofu or whatever tickles your fancy, but you can use your different veggies for your fiber. Our fats, we've got avocado, which is awesome. Most people like avocado, I think, so I don't know
I
why
know,
you
I
wanna
don't
get
know
rid
how
of
you were
that.
brought up on avocado.
Yeah, I do love avocado. And then some
What's
protein
the
and
easiest thing
chickpeas
to
as
feed
well.
a baby? Avocado.
We've
We've got pepitas as well, Bells, haven't we?
Yep, pepitas. So they've got a little bit of fats and fibers in them as well.
So pepitas are in fact pumpkin seeds, aren't they?
Yes, I like to
So-
call them pepitas. Some people call them pumpkin seeds. Whatever.
So I'm giving
you
them a
wanna call
little bit of a toast because they're going to give a nice sort of
I know.
toasty
I
flavour,
almost
aren't
said to Mum I couldn't really be bothered toasting them, but we did, and they taste lovely like
they? They
that.
taste really nice. I often use them in place of pine nuts now, actually. I really like them. I like the idea that they're a seed that actually grows a vegetable. I think that's probably something
It's pretty
in
cool.
my mind, isn't it?
Yeah.
Though, rather than a pine nut is just inside of
It's
like
just a nut.
yeah,
I don't know where pine
whereas
nuts come from.
these are seeds, and I always think a seed's packed with micronutrients. They have to be packed with micronutrients.
So you've got your macronutrients and your micronutrients.
And I like the pop.
Very
So
exciting.
yeah. All right, so we're going to cool those down because they're going to go with the
Missed
sweet
the bowl a little
potato
bit,
in a
that's
minute.
all right.
I know that's okay.
It's all right.
And that's okay because we're in our own kitchen, so we're
Yes.
we're doing this for our own use. So I think our beetroot is just about done in the oven. I'm going to get that out. We've had the beetroot roasting for a little bit longer. I guess you could make hummus with a tinned beetroot, but fresh beetroot's so lovely, isn't it? And we're going to just let that cool down just for a little bit. Do you want to explain about the chickpeas and the hummus, or?
Yep. So basically, for those who don't know, hummus is majority chickpeas, which is an awesome source of dietary fiber and plant protein for those who are vegetarian out there. If you don't feel like eating meat, yeah, it's a great source of protein. It's also a really good source of calcium. Did I say calcium for the? No, it's calcium for the tahini, wasn't it? Mum's really good at remembering stuff. I'm not so good at remembering stuff.
She's written it all down because she
got
knows
it all on a piece of paper.
so she can. You're allowed to look.
I'm
at
allowed. Oh,
paper.
thank you so much.
Absolutely.
So the chickpeas as well is great because it's got a low glycemic index, which means it slowly releases the energy and it actually keeps you fuller for longer, rather than sort of having a piece of white bread toast that won't keep you full for as long. So chickpeas, whole grain bread, that sort of thing, it's got a lower glycemic index. So it's a good source of iron, calcium, magnesium.
We think it looks beautiful pink, don't we?
Yeah.
So I'm just cooling
really
down
pretty
these
when it's pink.
bits of beetroot that we've got here that we've roasted.
I think we've got a question.
Have we? Okay, Mr. Cameraman, what is the question? You can repeat the question and then answer it.
Kate wonders why are pepitas green? When I cut a pumpkin, the seeds are pale.
Oh, that's a very good question,
Good question.
Kate.
I can tell you. Shall I
Yeah,
tell her?
yeah,
I'll tell
I
her
don't
the
know
answer.
that.
So pumpkin seeds have
why
got
are pumpkin seeds green?
Why are pumpkin seeds green? When Kate cuts open a pineapple, of course, a pumpkin, same thing, different fruit,
sure.
Same letter, I mean. So when you cut open a pumpkin, all the seeds inside have got like this white outer coating. So that's an outer coating. And inside, they're green. Fantastic. A little bit like black pepper has got the white pepper inside the black husk.
I didn't know that. Fun
There
facts
you
today.
go.
Lots of
See?
fun facts.
Hayley's been teaching me lots of things today about nutrition and all these wonderful ingredients that we're using, and I can teach her perhaps a little bit about food and cooking ingredients. I know it's lovely
She's
sharing,
a hub of
isn't
knowledge,
it?
really.
Oh.
But as I was saying, the hummus, so chickpeas are
I'm gonna
awesome,
cook
but
the
also
chicken.
in hummus there is tahini, which is actually from sesame. So tahini is ground up sesame, isn't it, really?
Yeah, ground up sesame seeds,
You can get black tahini, so we've got black sesame seeds here, and that's what black tahini is made out of.
You can actually get black.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
We made black hummus.
Yeah, we made hummus
was
with
really cool.
tahini, and it looked like cement.
Yeah, it did
Didn't
a
it?
little bit.
Looked
Did a
like
little bit.
literally. I love it though. We use it in our class, our gut class, and we put the we put like a black tahini sauce underneath bright orange pumpkin.
Yeah,
I love
beautiful,
that. It's
beautiful.
absolutely gorgeous.
So tahini is a great source of dairy-free calcium. So for those who are lactose intolerant and struggle to sort of keep their calcium up, tahini is a great way to do it. Therefore, hummus is a great way to do it. I also love to use tahini as a dressing on salads. So I just drizzle that over, sort of anything that I feel like, and it gives it that moist.
Do you add anything to it?
No, I don't. I mean, some people have different...
She's hardcore.
Some people have different tastes and that sort of thing, but for me, just straight tahini is usually fine. There'll be flavours and sweetness from vegetables and other things that are in my salad anyway, so that's just sort of to make sure that it's not dry.
Here's some sweet potato that we did prepare earlier. Yep. Only because we were a bit concerned whether the sweet potato would actually cook in time. We wanted to show it to you before it went in the oven and afterwards. So it's a bit of magic from the kitchen here at Matters of Taste. So we've got the potato. So sweet potato is done. So I think what we'd be better off doing with this is just cutting them up just quickly, like this, because that's nice. This is my favourite vegetable. Beetroot.
There you go.
It is my
We're using our favourite vegetables today. That's
favourite vegetable.
And you can
It's
use
nice,
your
isn't
favourite
it?
vegetable.
Mother and daughter. I've always learnt that the red vegetables are the ones that help your eyesight as well.
Yes, as we discussed off camera, we were talking about beta carotene and what that can do for you, and basically, as a general rule of thumb, rather than going too deep into what each vitamin, mineral, micronutrient can do for you, it's good to have a rainbow in your diet. And I'm sure you've heard that before, but we do have a rainbow here today. We've got the orange sweet potato, green rocket, and we will have pink hummus, and they do different things in your body for you. So they will help you in different ways, and it's all very important. But a question that Mum raised when we were developing this recipe was why sweet potato and why not normal potato. So sweet potatoes become sort of a bit of a craze, which I'm not mad about because I love sweet potato.
I love her from way back, so she's not really in the craze.
No,
but
I was doing it before it was cool.
I'll get the rest
Am
of
I
it.
saying? Sure. But basically, normal potato and sweet potato aren't that different. Sweet potato obviously is sweeter. It does have more carbohydrates per 100 grams, and the carbohydrates do turn into sugar in your body, and it is digested in different ways. But yeah, sweet potato does have more calories in them, which is fine, not a huge amount. But they do have also a lower glycemic index. This meal's going to keep you full for ages.
You're not going to need to eat for a week, I don't reckon. After this meal.
No. What else did I say? And it's got a bit more fibre than normal potatoes as
And
well.
you've left the skin on.
Yeah.
Oh, the skin just tastes so good
Yeah,
as well.
I don't really
doesn't it?
notice.
Why would
Yeah,
you
I don't
want
really
to
notice
take the
much
skin
of a
off?
difference.
It makes it quicker to prepare as well if you don't have to.
Well, get home from uni. It takes me 2 seconds to pop it in the oven.
That's right.
But yeah,
so what temperature did you cook it at? Let's tell everyone.
220.
So we've got some nice colour on it.
Yep. So originally I used to cook them on about 200, which still worked, but it sort of just depends on how you want them. If you want them to be a bit crispy,
Nick in and do this.
or if you want them to be really nice and soft. So
I
totally
like a
up
little
to
bit
you.
of colour on my veggies.
So do
I
I.
must admit. I like
So
that.
do I.
So we're going to add. This is still a little bit hot. This one. I just left these pieces in because they're a little bit thicker than the other pieces, and we're going to whiz this up in the hummus. So we've actually made the hummus ourselves. We've soaked chickpeas, and we've
Pre-prepared.
simmered them for about 20 minutes in boiling water, not salted because it inhibits the cooking. We've added some tahini to this, as Hayley said. We've added extra virgin olive oil, nice and lemony, and a little bit of garlic as well, because garlic's good for warding off colds as well.
Garlic's got plenty of
So
great things.
if you're in love with someone and you're going to be kissing them, I would probably get them to eat some of this too. as
or if
well.
they really
Alright.
loved you, they wouldn't mind.
No, that's right. If they really loved you, they wouldn't mind. So let's pop this on and give this a little bit of a whiz up. So what we're saying to you is you can do this relatively quickly, can't you? Because
Most components take about 20 minutes.
this
make from
part
scratch.
you can buy hummus.
Yes.
If you're really short of time. But I'm telling you, once you've made your hummus once, you'll make it again and again because it really is so fab. It freezes really well as well. And it just, to me, it just tastes so fantastic.
And there's so many ways I think that you can use hummus as well. You can have it as a dip. You can use it how we're using it in the salad. Once we prepare the salad, you'll see that we've got everything in different components. The other day when I ate it, I just mixed it all in. And it kind of gets the flavours
Yeah, it
all
sort of
around.
almost becomes like a dressing,
Wow.
doesn't it? Now, the photograph of the one that we've got is slightly darker than that, possibly because we had either less hummus or more beetroot in it. So there's no real sort of set amount of beetroot that you can add to that. We've got another question, you can answer that one, or
If I know the answer.
well, I'm sure.
What was
there's
the
a-
question?
Again,
Oh, hello, Kate again.
are white
delicious.
sweet potatoes as nutritious as the orange?
Oh,
That's a good question, Kate. They do have a very similar nutrient profile. The main difference would be those little micronutrients. So what you do get from the orange color would be slightly different from a white sweet potato. If you have a white sweet potato at home and you're nervous about it being less healthy than a orange sweet potato, don't be. It's not going to change
worry
too
about
much. But yeah, it's just those really small micronutrients that will help you in your diet moving forward, but you can find it in carrot, you can find it in other orange vegetables as well. So not a huge difference between the two.
I would say they probably got a similar fibre content.
Yep.
They are fab. We do a beautiful sweet potato dip with the white
Yeah,
sweet
that-
potato
yeah, no, I
with
know the
all
one
the
you're talking
spices
about.
and everything in. Oh, it's absolutely
Really
delicious. We
nice.
should put that one on. All right, so our hummus is ready to go. The chicken, I've just pan fried that in a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, some salt and pepper. It's sort of 3/4 cooked, and I'm just leaving it to rest in that pan. So I've just turned the pan off. We'll leave that to rest, and it'll just gather a nice lot of moisture in there as well, which will be really
It's
good.
the moment of truth if
Is
it's a good
not-
avocado
yeah,
or not.
Is it a good avocado?
Oh
or
yeah, it's not bad looking.
not?
I'd say.
Okay, it's got a little bit of pink in it inside it. That's because of the
Beetroot.
because of the beetroot. It's not because of
Beetroot
the
gets
avocado.
everywhere. Make sure you wear an apron when you.
Now Hayley likes
this
to
recipe.
peel hers. Shall I show
Yeah, you
them?
can. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can show
So
them.
we'll do a mother and daughter thing. So Hayley will peel hers. I'll do the big karate ha-cha chop
So
like
don't
that.
chop my hands
Uh-huh.
off. Be
I
careful when
never
you do
do
that.
that. Yeah, be careful. And then you have to find out where the bin is.
Oh,
Yes. And to get this out really easily as well, you can use a large kitchen spoon. And because the Hass avocado's got really thick skin as well, this is quite easy to do. Slip the spoon under and twist it right around, making sure that you can feel that spoon right at the base of that avocado underneath to take it out, and then you're left with no avocado.
or you
Right.
can just do it like me as well. Depends on what you want to do, and then you get some lovely
I'm going
oils
to-
on your hands. From
I'm
the avocado.
yeah, that's really nice, isn't it? Look how beautiful your nails are because you get avocado.
Wow, yeah, because
oil
I
on
peel
your
my
hands.
avocado like that.
So I'm just going as well,
Oh, thank you so much.
so that we don't get pink tinged avocado on
Mhm.
here. And let's try that quickly on my.
this is
So
the
you're
fun part.
going to, yeah, we're going to now bring all this bowl together. So I'm going to get rid of this. You're going to do a little fan jobby.
Yeah,
on the
so it's very pretty when you've got the fan of avocado. The way that I learned to do it is to peel it out like this. Some people try to sort of have the avocado in their hand and slice it like that, but I find it easiest. It'll
That's very dangerous.
keep it, yeah,
I think.
keep together
Very
like
dangerous.
this.
So we can bring all these together. Perhaps I could be your assistant and place the rocket in the bowl.
Oh, that
for
would
you,
be
shall I?
lovely. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Perhaps
Okay,
you want to do it on
yeah,
this side,
perhaps
yeah?
I do want to do it on this side. Here we are. So rocket, you could use baby spinach if you liked. You could use really any sort of green, but this is really to sort of brighten up the bowl, isn't it? A bit.
Yeah, and so when you hear about Nourish bowls and that sort of thing, a lot of them,
Bit
yeah,
more?
yeah.
Is that all right?
A lot of them actually have a base as rice or brown rice or quinoa, and that's absolutely fine as well.
But we decided not to do it, didn't we?
Yeah, and you want to
'Cause
keep
we
in mind
wanted
that
that.
yeah, you've got the carbs in the sweet potato, and it's fine to have both. It just depends on how balanced you want to keep it and how much carbs you want to have in your meal, which is totally up to you. But I mean, we could talk about serving sizes.
Yes,
you'd
absolutely.
like.
As you're doing this,
So-
might as well, Hayley. Give them all you've got, my darling.
What we learn at uni basically is we've got an Australian database that gives us serving sizes for veggies, your fruits, grains, lean meats, proteins, legumes, that sort of thing. I actually went on and did some maths and looked at the recipe
Better at
and
maths than I am.
seeing how much for me as a 21-year-old woman, what this would give me in terms of what's recommended for me to have serving
a
size
daily-
wise per day.
Daily intake.
Yeah. So for me, it's 5 serves of veggies per day, and a standard size of standard serving size of veggies is about 75 grams. So that's very rough because, of course, that's going to have different.
Yeah, I was going to
nutrient
say that.
profiles.
Yeah,
it's yeah. So for a potato, in the serving size is half a medium potato, is 1 serve. Therefore, we've got about 1 to 2 serves per bowl for this one. Raw rocket, that's 1 cup is a serve. Therefore, it's about 1 serve of rocket. Avocado, the serving size for avocado is kind of funny because it's 1/4 of an avocado, and that's not very much avocado. I don't know
not, is
about
it?
everyone else, but I like having about half. So therefore, it would be about 2 serves. Lean meat and
That's because
poultry.
you don't have a Mars bar. You can do that. That's because she doesn't
Yeah.
have a Mars bar after her Nourish bowl.
And so lean meat and poultry, you're supposed to have about, for me, it's 2.5 serves per day. So chickpeas,
Pop this in.
cup of cooked chickpeas is 1 serve. 80 grams of chicken is 1 serve. Therefore, we've got about one and a half here. And then pepitas and tahini come into that same lean meat, poultry, nuts and seeds, legumes and beans group. It's a big one. Therefore, I've got about 1 serve as well. Obviously, in this dish,
going pretty well. We've nearly got our whole intake.
I've got quite a bit here. So I pretty much hit my lean meat and poultry intake, and pretty much my veggies as well, to be honest. Just all in one meal. I don't mind that. So with the serving sizes, they are specific to, they are made in age group range. So they're specific to your the stage in your life. Also, if you're pregnant or lactating, but they can actually vary with your activity level, whether you're just sitting at a desk job, whether you're training to be an athlete, or even
training to be an astronaut.
I said athlete.
Oh, athlete.
But if you're an astronaut as well, it might differ for you. And so it's really important that if you want to know your serving sizes for you, it's again important to go and see a professional dietitian.
Are these, do you know, I mean, you may not know the answer to this one, but are these on the internet anywhere?
Yeah, so you can actually look up the Australian serving sizes on the internet, and it's got age ranges. So I think it's
got a huge bowl as well, by the way, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like,
I like to eat this much.
do you?
Well, yeah, I finished that one off the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't quite eat this. I think I'd have to share it with a friend. But anyway, I think it's it just makes you want to eat it just with your eyes to start off with, doesn't it? We're going to put some pepitas.
Pepitas over the sweet potato. That's where we found it was yummy.
Quite generous, we said, with the pepitas, because that's a nice thing. And then Hayley's going to do her special thing. Let's make sure that the cameraman's quite happy with that shot. I want some orange in it
You
as
want some
well,
orange in
Bells.
it?
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Except we can't now see the avocado. The avocado. Anyway, there we are.
That's all right. And more sesame, I like quite a bit, personally.
Now, also, the other thing that you can do, if you like, is if you want to, as Hayley said, when you eat this, you've got you've got your creamy avocado, and you've got your creamy sort of hummus as well.
That's
with the
enough for me.
beetroot that sort of brings up. So that's enough for Hayley. For me, I quite like a little bit of lemon juice over there and a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. I love the flavour of those two things as well. But we've got
really
lots of seasoning in there. The hummus really gives it a lovely a lovely flavour as well. And if you want to, you can put a little bit of cumin in the hummus as well, if you like that. It will go very well with the smoked paprika
There's
as well.
all sorts of
So
things
it's a
that you
really
can put
nice
on
combination.
sweet potato as well. Some people like to use cinnamon, turmeric, all sorts of things.
Yeah, because there's loads of goodness in all the spices as
Yeah.
well, aren't there? So that Nourish bowl, I think, would certainly keep you going for a very long time, and you'll so enjoy the flavours of that.
It's
So
beautiful.
mix it up, as Hayley said, egg instead of or tofu instead of chicken, different greens. You can put your
Tuna,
rice in there
tomato.
if you
Yeah.
want to. Roasted tomatoes would be quite nice
Yeah.
in that as well.
Beautiful.
So think about the colour as well as the texture, and you've got even
Different
crunch
food
with the
groups.
pepitas and the. So I work in flavour, don't I? You
Yes.
can so hear
Yeah,
it. I work in flavour and texture, and Hayley works in nutrients. So together, we're bringing it together to make, hopefully,
A
close
delicious
to
and nutritious
perfect.
meal.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So have we got? Oh, we've got one
We've
more
got
question.
Would Hayley do a healthy cooking class where we could all come along?
Oh, it's very sweet. Someone just asked if we could do, if I would do a healthy cooking class for everyone to come along to.
We'll have to chat about that
Yeah,
one,
maybe.
won't we?
Maybe one day. That would be very
Wow. Maybe one day when you finished I think you'd feel more confident having finished your...
Finish my degree, then I can answer all of your questions.
Yeah.
Which I'd love to be able to do.
Yes, definitely. And I think what I love about Hayley's teaching, because she's teaching me at home a lot, is her no-nonsense attitude. So that's what I'm sort of calling her. I'm saying she's my no-nonsense nutritionist. So doesn't sort of sugarcoat, or not even, excuse that, no pun intended, sugar, but doesn't complicate things too much. And you know that if you're eating something as beautiful as this, it's actually doing your body so much good as well. I know what we were going to say to them as well. really important, if you make hummus, make more.
Oh, yeah.
Make more hummus. Keep it in the fridge.
can use it as
You've
a
got it
dip,
right the way
all
through the
sorts of
week,
stuff.
as you said. If it's a little bit too solid, well, not solid, but if you'd like to loosen it up a little bit, say underneath some nice vegetables or something like that on the top, roasted vegetables on top of hummus, absolutely delicious, especially with a few spices like coriander and cumin. You can just add a little bit of water to your hummus and that would just loosen it up a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Do some more sweet potato.
Yeah.
You can put that with
That's very easy to
10
prep.
squillion million
You know,
different
Dinners, lunches,
different things.
Put it in a
Chicken.
smoothie if you want.
You can cook off. We just did one chicken breast for the video here today, but you can cook more chicken than that, and
You could have a
you
Nourish
can
bowl
that.
every day if you really wanted.
I mean, you could. You can really mix it up with different things as well. Oh, another
Another
question.
When will Hayley finish her degree?
Oh yeah, good question. Yeah,
Oh, that is a good question.
2026. No, I'm only
No.
joking. When will Hayley finish her degrees?
Technically, I'll be finishing my nutrition degree at the end of next year. So then I can say I'm a nutritionist, but I would like to go on and do my Masters of Dietetics, which is another 2 years. So 2022, which kind of seems like a while away, but that's okay.
But also, you're going to come back and do have a monthly slot with us apart from next
Oh,
month
yeah.
because
I'm going to be in
you're
Europe.
away. She's away. So one more question.
No, just some
Oh,
hellos.
just some hellos.
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah,
Moon,
Hi, Karen.
Stephanie,
Hi, Stephanie.
Melanie.
oh, Stephanie Holt. Hello, Steph. All the way over seas somewhere. I can't remember. Did you move back to England? Where did she move
East
to?
Coast.
East Coast. Oh, yeah, that's a different country, isn't it, Steph?
Melanie McGough.
Oh, hi, Mel.
My cousin's watching.
That was really high, wasn't it? Hi, Mel.
Gay
Good morning. Yes, excellent.
Gay.
Hello, Gay.
and Kelly. Morphew.
Oh, hi, Kelly.
Oh,
One of my
that's
best friend's
nice.
mums.
That's lovely, isn't it? Well,
Jay.
fantastic. And Lisa Roger's watching as well. Lovely to know that you guys are all there. Thank you so, so much and Nat Cream. And thank you so much for watching us this week. If you would like to post any questions, if you're catching up and watching this later and you'd like to post any questions beneath the feed here, please do so.
Yep.
And we will
We'll be
answer
keeping an eye
those.
on them.
Yeah, we'll be
Yep.
keeping an eye on them and answering those for you as well. So we hope that you have enjoyed
Where can we find the recipe?
the Nourish Bowl. The recipe is on the website for 7 days, and then of course it goes on to the Cooks Collective.
We also have a beautiful hummus recipe on the Cooks Collective for
We do
those
too.
members. So if you wanted to access that, that's a good place to get it.
And I was thinking, as I woke up this morning, we've got a regular hummus recipe, and we've also got a pimped up hummus recipe from the
Oh,
midweek
yeah.
classes that we've done live from previous midweek classes with rosemary and parmesan as well, which is absolutely
Delicious.
glorious and would go really, really well in this Nourish Bowl as well. So check out the Cooks Collective. If you're not a member, you are very welcome to join us there as well. Just go to our website and you can join in a matter of minutes, and you've got access to all those fantastic recipes.
Yeah.
So join us next week. I am going to be cooking. Bryony will be back in the kitchen with me, and I'm going to be cooking some Mediterranean spiced cauliflower with labneh underneath. If you don't know what labneh is, you're going to have to tune in next week. If you do, I'll show you how to make it very easily at home. And some gorgeous crispy crumbs on the top of that cauliflower. We're just going to serve it with a very simple roasted chicken. But when I put this on to Facebook when we were away in England, just made up the recipe while I was there one day cooking. I think it was our final meal there. And everyone just went, wow, that looks really great. Can we have the recipe, please? So ta-ta, I've got
That's
it
next
organised, so
week.
that will be next week. So thank you so much for watching us, and we will look forward to seeing you next week. And Hayley, we'll look forward to seeing you back here
Next
in
month. Oh, no,
July.
not next month, the month after.
July. Thanks so much for watching.